I'd like to ask you, Fred Moskowitz, what is the biggest risk?
Wow, this is a great question. There's many risks. That's a big part of what we do as note investors is get good at understanding what they are. As I said earlier, diversification is a great way to manage risk in a note portfolio. But some other areas, it's really getting good at doing your due diligence before purchase. As I said, I dedicate a large portion of my book to this topic because it's so important. It's prior to buying, running your due diligence and surrounding yourself with the right individuals to help you, whether it's vendors, it's data providers, to get you the resources and information. It can be another area super important is counterparty risk. When you're buying a note, who are you buying from? This is a big one. You want to make sure you're comfortable with who, and this goes for any business transaction. Are you comfortable with who you're entering into a business transaction with them as a person, with their company, their reputation and track record in the industry? I feel like this is something that often gets overlooked or doesn't get enough attention to it because deals can go bad. Transactions can have problems, they can go bad. And so what's very important is how is the other person going to respond and cooperate and work with you to solve a problem that comes up? Because we live in a far from perfect world. And so you want to know, how is the other person going to show up and resolve this issue? And that matters so much, so that you're comfortable that you can work through an issue, you can still be friends at the end and walk away knowing that everyone got a fair transaction and you're looking forward to doing the next deal again in the future. There's nothing worse than walking away from a transaction saying, never again am I going to deal with this individual or this company or this client. It's so all these headaches. It's the worst feeling in the world. And so that's something you can avoid up front, something you can easily avoid up front. And that's, I would say, a huge risk that a lot of people neglect to think about or talk about.